Alright, boys, we are back, and the Tampa Bay Lightning, we won the Stanley Cup in a crazy Stanley Cup final against the St. Louis Blues. Yes, we beat them in 5 games, we swept them after losing the first game, but there was 3 different games where we gave up the third period lead, man. Just a crazy series. It could have easily gone the other way. And a crazy game too, man. A 6-goal lead in the third period, and they tied it up, thank God for Vinny. But man, I've never seen anything like that. But you know what? It just proves the point. Game's not over until the final whistle blows. It's a 60-minute game, all right? So we're going to do a whole wrap-up. We're going to look at the awards. We're going to look at the draft. We'll simulate up to the draft here. Okay, we're going to do a whole season wrap-up. Just let the season go by here. And we got to figure out what we're going to do with Brad Stewart, Vincent LeCavalier, and Joe Thornton, all right? I believe that they're all 35, 34 years old. And you know, I was thinking of trading them, but if they still have their C minus potentials, okay, if they're not getting any worse, if they're still like 89, 87 for Stewart overalls, I think I might want to keep them because we won the Stanley Cup this year, and we still have one more year after this year of the Stamkos contract, so we can get away with one more year having big contracts. After next year, no, we're not going to be able to have them no matter what because the new guys are going to want bigger contracts, but if they don't retire here, hang on a sec, please don't retire. Please don't retire. All right, yeah, they're too young still. Nobody retired for us, so that's good. Goaltenders, no, we're good. So, they didn't retire, but let's see what their potentials are like. We'll do a wrap-up first. Hang on, card, okay, blah, blah, blah. Continue. All right, so do I have enough points to put into my player training? Yes, I do. 1,000, so it was perfect. All right, so put that up. Boom, assistant coach. So now our young guys are going to be progressing at the most I can help them at, basically. So, let's do a whole season wrap-up here. Stats. Let's go to awards. Let's see who won the hardware this season. So, your Tampa Bay Lightning. Oh, Joe Thornton already did win a Stanley Cup in this franchise, right? Because San Jose won it the first year. Fair enough, fair enough. But year 4, your Tampa Bay Lightning are your Stanley Cup champions. Way to go. President's Trophy, Chicago Blackhawks. That's what I was saying. If we had to face Chicago in the final, that would have been the hardest possible schedule that we could have had. But you know what? We had St. Louis. And the Clarence S. Campbell Bowl goes to St. Louis Blues, Prince of Wales, Tampa Bay Lightning, Art Ross, John Tavares, Hart Memorial, Sidney Crosby, James Norris, Zach Bogosian, Lady Bing, Brad Richards, Calder Memorial, Jordan Schroeder. Well, I guess he's a young guy for the Vancouver Canucks, all right. Conn Smythe, Jonathan Bernier. Bernie Mac won the Conn Smythe, boys. Way to go. That'll give him some experience. Vezina Trophy, Pekka Rinne, William N. Jennings, Pekka Rinne, Bill Masterton, Tyler Kuma, Selke Award, Pavel Datsyuk again, 4th year in a row. I mean, I wish I could go down and probably like 5 or 6 in a row. Ted Lindsay, Sidney Crosby, Maurice Richard, Sidney Crosby, and there you go. There's the awards. So Bernie Mac took home the only trophy for us, but you know what? That's the most important player trophy, the Conn Smythe, because usually when you win the Conn Smythe, your team won the Stanley Cup. Yes, there's your exceptions, but still. We've already checked out all the player stats and all that good stuff. So before we go into anything, let's check out the contracts of our team and figure out who we got to draft here. Let's take a look at Stewart, Thornton, and LeCavalier. All right, so I'll sort by age. All right, so Stewart, Thornton, and LeCavalier, they all have D potentials. Okay. So maybe I should be trading these guys. Brad Stewart, D-, D-. Yeah, okay. So this guy, he's still got the 87 overall, but one more year, it'll kind of be like Briere. If we go one more year, he'll still stay at 87, but by next year's switch over, he'll drop to like an 83, 84. So yeah, this is the year to trade Brad Stewart because he's got 2 years left on his contract. So, yeah, this is the year to trade him at the draft deadline. Absolutely. Vinny, he also has his D. But he's still signed for 3 more years. D-, D-, C-. Yeah, same thing. We have to get rid of... Yeah, we have to. If those were C's, I would hold on to them. But they're not. They're D's, so we have to get rid of them. Now, Joel Thornton, we can't... We have to re-sign him, but then we can trade him in free agency. We have to re-sign him at first because he's only got 1 year left. No other team's going to want that. They're going to say, you know, we're not comfortable with him being an unrestricted free agent. But yeah, these 3 guys, they've got to go, which really sucks. Excuse me. Really sucks. I wanted to hold on to them for at least 1 more year. But I do agree with that. You need to trade them while you still can. And by this time next year, if they don't retire, they're going to be like 82s, 83s. And LeCavalier, I mean, by next year, we'll still have him signed. I was thinking, keep him for one more year, then we can trade him next year because we still have him for 3 more years. But no one's going to want an 84 overall center at $7.73 million. So, yeah, this is the year that we trade away Stewart, Thornton, and LeCavalier, all right? You guys won the Stanley Cup, and we're taking LeCavalier, captain of our team since the day he was drafted, basically. Yep, it's time for him to go. All right, so let's check out who's in the draft here. Scouting reports. Scouting Central. Let's see. Let's see who's going off. Kapitanov. All right. Defenseman. Victor Rawlings. Stasiak. Vernace. I think this guy, Shane Vernace, you guys were saying, turns out to be pretty good. Another center, though. I don't think we should be trading for first-round draft picks anymore. I think we have enough. I think when we trade our players, we should trade them for players who are going to be ready to replace them by next year. Remember, I want to win the Stanley Cup again next year, so I don't think we need to go for any more first-round picks. All right? Maybe that Vernace guy, maybe be able to get, but I'm not going to say for sure. Let's see what our team looks like. I'll go back into contracts. Let's see what our team looks like. Let's see, Let's see which players will be able to start for us next year, and let's see where we have to fill in for our roster, okay? Okay, so let's go to centers first. Freaking Stamkos is 96 overall now. Good God. All right, so he's starting to cap off a little bit, but I mean, Jesus, I got no problem with that. So Stamkos is 96 overall. He's going to want a fat-ass salary next year, man. He's going to want like 14 mil. Oh, God, we're going to have to deal with that. Okay, so centers. We got Stamkos, LeCavalier, Thornton, who are going. Granlund, who we have to sign this year, so he's going to want a little bit. He deserves it. 85 overall. Still has a B, B-. All right, so we have a center playmaker and a center sniper. Stajan, okay, third liner for us. Loftos, he's 82 overall now. Okay. Still has the AAB. His offensive category is good. His defensive category is really good. How is he only 82 overall? Holy crap. Maybe it's his poise only being 71 since he's so young. Yeah, that's probably it. But that's okay. So, yeah, Loftos is definitely playing next year. So, Stamkos, Granlund, Loftos. All right, I'm just thinking of our top 6 right now. LaFontaine, is this guy ready to come up as well? Yeah, he's ready to come up. Offensive category, yeah, he can play. He can play. We're not going to see what I mean. We're not going to be as good as we were this year. That's why I needed to guarantee, because we're not. Our young guns are they're not 89 overalls yet. Monahan, I don't think this guy's ready just yet. No, he's not ready. And I like Monahan because he's going to be he might be the perfect third line, because look at his defensive category, A-. All right, his offense category may not be that good, but he's already got 84 for faceoffs. If he can get that defensive category up a bit, he'll kind of be like the LeCavalier. Same thing with Galchenyuk. Is this guy ready? He still has his B, B, B-, A-, so he's more offensively minded. So yeah, he's not ready yet either, but he's still young enough. Yeah, he can come up when he's 23. It's not written anywhere that you have to come up when they're 20, right? He still has some time to develop down there. That's fine. Stevenson, nope. Burns, nope. Okay, so we really only have LaFontaine, Loftos, and Granlund and Stamkos as center, so there's 4. Left winger, Schwartz, 85 overall. Yeah, Schwartz can play. Definitely he can play, and his defensive category is getting better. So Schwartz can definitely play. Foligno's playing, Payat. All right, so we really only have one of those left wingers, and so far they're all playmakers. I think I might have to go out and get another sniper. Dustin Brown, he's playing. He's staying on our team for another 4 years, just like LeCavalier and Thornton. He's staying up here on our team. 88 overall power forward. We need that power forward. And he's good, and he's got good discipline as a power forward. So Dustin Brown is staying on our team, okay? Yes, he got injured, whatever. Injuries are going to happen. Connolly, this guy might be moved up to the first line, maybe not, but he's a great sniper. So we got 2 good snipers in Stamkos and Connolly. I think I want to get another winger sniper. Simmons, Jones, yeah. So we got enough playmakers. We can fill up the lines. We have 1 power forward, which is not bad. I wouldn't mind another power forward and a sniper, but sniper first. And defensively, who do we got? We got Hedman, Shattenkirk, Ekman-Larsson, Stewart, who we're trading. Morrison, who we're trading. Remember, waiver pickup. Allen, we're keeping because he's got 1.8 mil at 84 overall. Leopold, who we're keeping, 2.8. All right, these guys are going to be our third liners for us, Allen and Leopold. Ballard, we may re-sign him, we may not. We can't trade him. He's only got 1 year left, all right? Beaulieu. Maybe Beaulieu comes up and replaces Stewart now. You know, I think I should give Beaulieu the shot on the point, just because, look at that freaking offensive category. Good God, and he still has his A-. Yeah, Beaulieu gets the shot up top in the NHL this year. All right? So it's going to be Beaulieu, Allen, Leopold, Ekman. Yeah, we have 4 defensemen. We have 6 defensemen. So we don't need defensemen. We need that winger, and we need maybe a power forward winger as well. Bernie Mac, he's got 89 overall, still has his C's everywhere, so he's starting to cap off, but he'll slowly creep up, you know. By the time he's 30, he'd probably be like 92, 93 overall. Lindbeck, yeah, he's staying as our backup. Subban, let's see how good Malcolm Subban is. Still has that BB, good. And his reflex category is now in the 80s. So by next year, he could be 82, 83 overall, which will be perfect because Lindbeck's going to want a bigger salary next year. So we may not be able to re-sign him, but Subban can take over for the backup spot. Or maybe Stone or Mahalik can, okay? So that's what we need. We need a winger sniper and possibly a winger power forward if we can afford it or if we can find it. Our 2 players that we can trade are Stewart and Le Cavalier. All right, so let's get in here.